Well, everybody, it's the Mike and Alex show. This is Mike.
This is Alex.
And this is Evan, and you're listening to the season 2 finale of the
Welcome to the finale.
Yep, there shouldn't be any cliffhangers, although actually there probably will be cliffhangers. because we got a summer of stuff going on, don't we?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah. And it's been about a month, I think, since our last one, so it should definitely
We've been busy, and we're going to talk about all that.
Yes.
This is kind of like a culmination of our creative sides, as far as Mike had a stand-up night just a couple of nights ago.
Yep.
And, Alex and I recorded an album.
Yes, we did.
Release in the fall. So.
Coming out this fall.
So when you say recorded, does that mean it's all done?
The only thing left is mixing and mastering, and then we just got to put them to press.
Maybe I can play a little bit of a teaser of one of the songs or something.
I don't know. Alex denied that last time. Do we have permission?
Yeah, we can. Small little breakdown. Yeah.
Yeah.
All
but
right.
of course, you're gonna have to listen to the entire podcast to get to it. So we'll do it at the end.
Yeah, we're getting better at teasers. So here we go. Yeah. Okay. So you guys. So we'll start there, I guess. Like, how was the recording process this time around?
It was amazing. We used the same engineer, Andrew Odell. He's got his own space called Ghost Hit Recording Studios, and fell in love with the place. It's amazing.
Yeah, it's awesome.
So, what do you like about it? It's like in the middle of nowhere, right?
It's in Holyoke, so might as well be the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, pretty much west of Worcester.
Yeah, anywhere northwest of Central Mass. Yeah, is middle of nowhere.
He put a lot of effort into. It's above a warehouse. It's like a loft above a warehouse, but he put a shitload of effort into remodeling the place, making it like hospitable, nice. The best in recording technology.
So he doesn't live there, right?
From sound.
No.
Okay.
You what?
He doesn't live there. It's a legit owned studio.
No, but I kind of wish you could. Like, I would like.
I would live there. That place, that space was sweet.
Yeah.
Nice. And it's like so it's in Holyoke. And didn't you say a lot of other bands record stuff in Western Mass?
Yeah.
Well,
a lot of bands do.
That's where like some of the big studios are because it's kind of the middle of nowhere. But I seem to remember saying that it's if you need to get away from places that like were like a lot of drug dealers, like kind of Western Mass seems to be kind of it's in the middle of nowhere, and that's good for what you're trying to do.
Yeah. You get your so you don't stay the night, right? You guys come back when you're done.
Yes.
One time I did, because we were working like a late Friday into an early Saturday morning. So I did an Airbnb in Belchertown, kind of a nearby town.
Oh my God! You can actually do an Airbnb in Belchertown?
Yeah.
Yes, you can.
You can do an Airbnb.
I did not, though.
You chose to go home.
I was like, I need to sleep in my own bed.
Yeah.
Huh.
I just didn't want to drive back and forth for like a little bit of sleep and then go back in the morning. So
No, I kind of thought Airbnb was like select cities. I didn't know.
No, you can get it anywhere, man.
Yeah.
Interesting. I'll have to look more into that. Cool. So how many like weekends were you guys actually out, or how long did it take? Oh, just a couple weekends?
6 days. We recorded it in 6 days, everything. And it'll probably take a day and a half for mixing, and then when it gets mastered, that'll probably take another day. But I won't be there for the mastering process.
All right, but you guys will be there for the mixing. You'll be there for the mixing.
Yeah, I'll be there.
Well, I
You did your part, right? You're the session drummer. You can just you can leave.
Exactly, but the other thing is that it's his baby, and I'm kind of opinionated as far as mixing, so I like giving input, but not like being too dominant in the process.
Alex, is Evan's input been helping you?
Yeah, we listened to the album on the way to your stand-up show on Tuesday, and we kind of made some notes. So Evan's gonna email those notes because we're kind of both on the same page. So we're kind of have the same opinion on certain parts of the songs.
Yeah.
Nice. So, do you guys plan on at this point know of any shows you're going to do before the fall? Or are you just going to wait for the album to drop at this point?
We're gonna probably wait for the album to drop. We're still looking for a couple of musicians, extra musicians. We've got a couple of people already on board, but we're looking for one or two more.
All right. Well, let's throw it out there. If anyone knows it, well, is it for guitar, bass, drum?
We're
Bass.
looking for bass players, and if they know how to play keyboard or synth, that's bonus points.
Or
Get
back
some
vocal.
keyboard.
Yes.
Nice.
Matt and Jemmy, who did who played with Alex, who did Alex's bass stuff before. He recorded the bass on this, but he's going to be a daddy soon, so he just said,
Oh, I didn't really. Congratulations.
Yep, they're having a baby boy.
yeah. So it was just nice because we weren't originally like looking for him to be involved. It just it turned out like he was available, and he did all the bass parts in a couple of days, and
He really did.
And then
Nice.
Jeremy Shabbat plays lead guitar on the album, sharing the leads with Alex, and he shreds really well on this. So
Yeah, he did a really killer job on this. I can't. When the album comes out, there's going to be some solos where you're going to be like, "Wow, that's amazing." That's Jeremy Shabbat.
Nice. Well, it sounds like it's like nowadays it's so much like bands seems like they took like weeks and months to record albums before, but like it seems with the technology nowadays, like you could really kind of cut that down.
Well, not only that, but I think when you look at production costs lowering, most of the bands usually had time to explore the studio sonically, be able to write songs in the studio and kind of grow as musicians that way. But with loss in like a huge dip in sales for music, artists' budgets for how much a lot of time they can spend in the studio has dipped drastically too.
if you don't have a big budget, like if you're not signed to a major label, and even if you're signed to a major label these days, if you don't have a big budget, you can't afford to spend
like 6 months or a year in the studio.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So you prep beforehand, you rehearse, and you get the parts. You don't record like 20 songs and release 10 of them. You know exactly.
You got to be efficient, right?
You've got to trim the fat before you get in there.
You got to know what you want, and then that way you can just bang it out. You discover new things sometimes in the studio, new like parts of the arrangement or instrumentation or parts that you never thought before because you're listening to the back. But
exactly,
and that's kind of the funny thing because Evan, who has probably been like my the one who's heard most of the stuff, didn't hear the vocals until it was on the rough mix because it was just myself and him doing all the parts,
the basics,
the basic tracks. He didn't hear the vocals until after the vocals were recorded.
Yeah,
interesting. Nice.
But
you're just doing.
A lot of times when you're like doing a solo or you have like different musicians coming in at different times, that's kind of how it is. It's the nature of the thing.
Nice.
Yeah.
Evan, do you have any other drum work you're doing this summer? You want to promote?
Yes, I'm working with the Fitchburg military band again, like last year. So we play at a park in Fitchburg. We play a combination of musical pieces, marches. Also,
the park down by past the college. That one?
No, it's near the Park Hill Plaza.
Cogsall Park.
Yeah, Cogsall Park.
Not Coolidge Park, Cogsall.
Yeah. So I do a lot. I do a lot of that stuff. I'll either play set or I'll play timpani. It's just basically concert band music. You got brass, woodwinds, and percussion.
Do you get paid for that?
Yes.
Nice.
Yes. That's the. That's I like doing that. I'm doing a show in August called Terrapin Fest with Jeremy, the lead guitarist who played with Alex, and this band he's in, Sean Daly and the Hooligans. So I'm playing. I'll be playing cajon with them. It's like a wooden box drum. You probably see like drummers on the subway play.
Oh yes.
Yeah. So I play. It's
familiar.
Yeah, a cajon is this box drum that you sit on while you're playing and you're drumming that way.
You just like drumming the sides of it, right?
Yeah.
The sides of it, the front of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm hitting the box, but
the box.
the box. Yeah. So, yeah, I think that's what it's going to be. So so they're like an acoustic electric, like a primarily acoustic cover band. They play all sorts of really.
Yeah, I've seen you guys like going to their events on Facebook.
And they're an amazing cover act. They do such like they put such such a great spin on like on 80s and 90s and even early 2000s alt rock. It's just really good.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. So I did a rehearsal with them, and I was like, okay, I can pick it up pretty quickly. So there'll be more development of that later on because it's not until August, but it's going to be. That should be a blast. So I will be keeping busy with the drums.
And just to let everyone know, me, Alex, and Evan have talked about possibly doing a summer check-in in like July to, kind of update on everything that's going on. So, because we'll have a big break till September. So,
yeah.
We'll have everything will be more clear. Actually, probably by then, Alex, you probably know more about the album dropping, right?
Yep. I'll know more in late summer when it's coming out.
That's nice.
Yeah, because even after you're done recording it, you have to work on artwork. You have to work on the logistics of whether you want to press physical copies, what digital retailers you want to sell it through, and you want to time it right so that you can either have a CD release party or some sort of
release party. Let's do it.
Release party, or maybe just even a listening party.
Listening party. So,
listening party sounds so quiet. Like we have to just sit there politely and listen to each other.
Yeah, that's exactly what you're doing.
Could we have drinks and socialize?
Absolutely. Yeah,
absolutely.
You can talk. You can do anything. It's just it's not necessarily. I've never been to another.
But you also know my personality, so I'm like, are you gonna over my song?
Are you gonna shush me during your song?
I will definitely shush you. Like, Mike? Are you talking during my song?
I'm gonna rewind it again. I'm gonna go. We're gonna start over.
Stop! Hey, start the song again.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see it already.
Yeah.
Nice.
I didn't talk during your stand-up set, Mike. Why are you talking during my set?
I don't know. I heard that.
Yeah. Why was it that they weren't allowing anyone to like talk or heckle or audience participation? I mean, I know you don't want heckling, but.
No, I think because I did a show the other night at Improv Boston, and they I think they said because there was some like wacky comedians out of town that were there, and they're pros at like because they know what it's like to be heckled, so they were like I think preparing to maybe do the same, and they're like and then like my the late Tuki, the one that was introducing us, she was like told them to not do that. So
gotcha.
Not that I would have had any problem with it, but
we were thinking like banana cream pies.
So we're gonna get. There was a farmer's market right near there. We're gonna get some fresh tomatoes for you
and just start chugging them.
Yep, a la Fozzie Bear style.
Love it. Yeah, I'm glad you guys came. Did you enjoy yourself?
You were hilarious, Mike.
Thanks.
Well, though we should let you talk about it in your words about how you like the improv classes you took and what inspired the material
and if you got any more upcoming stand-up dates.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I had a show the other night, and it was Improv Boston class that me and a bunch of people took to just kind of do more writing and hone on your craft. So I really wanted to do it, and and I had great people in that class. I mean, you guys saw them all. It was a very diverse class, and we all really got along and supported each other. And I went on last, and so they're all like, "Oh, I want to see you!" Like and like we were saying that about each other. We wanted to see each other perform, but we couldn't. My friend John did record it though, and it's so funny. Like you guys are talking about like. I don't know if is it the same way with music on stage? It feels like it happens so quickly, especially because we only did about a 4-minute set, and then you're done. You hear laughs sporadically, and then people tell you it's good, and you're like, all right, that's cool. And then I went back and looked at the recording. I'm like, all right, yeah, I guess there were some good parts. You know what I mean? Like I didn't even, it just happened so quick. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. And John, if you can share that video with us, we'll post it on the Mike and Alex Show YouTube page and the Facebook page. If Mike, you're okay with that?
No, he actually sent it to me last night, so I've been I have it today, and I was actually going to post it a little bit later when we're done with the podcast. So I'll post if I can post the whole thing, I will. If not, I'll post like however long I can post it.
Well, if you can put it up on Dropbox, Evan and I can probably find a way to put it up on YouTube with the page, because you can post a full video on YouTube via your computer.
Yeah, I actually started my own YouTube page like about a month ago, so I did upload it there just on my page. So I'll find a way to like I'll just send the link to our page to our.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah. But yeah, so I mean,
it's funny stuff. People, check it out.
Yeah,
I had a blast, and one of the you guys saw some of the material I was doing. It was definitely different for me to do that kind of some of that humor, and I was like, you know what? Like we were writing it in class, and people were like, I love this stuff, I love that stuff, and I'm like, all right, screw it, I'm going to commit to this and just do it. You know.
The only thing that I kind of felt disappointed about, Mike, was I didn't get any. What's the deal?
Hold on, hold on a second.
You unmuted it, didn't you?
We got some feedback. Back.
Main thing. All right, we're good now.
There we go.
There we go.
So yeah, what was that, Alex? You were disappointed.
Yeah, exactly. I was a little disappointed I didn't get any. What's the deal with?
But if I did that, then they'd be like, all right, this kid is not taking it seriously at all. They'll just be like, he's doing it as a joke. You know what I mean? But I don't know. I'll save that one special for you, Alex. Maybe if I do a show on that way, an open mic or something.
Yeah.
What's the deal with the red line? It's not red. It's rust colored.
What's the deal with why does MBTA color the line? It's not like a painting draw. I don't know.
It's not straight. It's curved.
Did you guys like the whole show? The other people? Did you enjoy the time? Did you enjoy?
Yeah, I enjoyed. What was the guy? I enjoyed the guy who went on right before you.
Ricky.
Yeah. He was really funny, and then there was another person. The guy who was talking about his divorce experience.
Yes, Ahmed.
Oh,
Ahmed.
yeah, he's funny.
Ahmed was hilarious too.
Yeah, he talked about Netflix and chilling. I love that line.
Yeah, it's like Netflix and chill with my wife.
I originally thought it was literally too. I originally thought
the YouTube thing just made me laugh hilariously.
So.
Like, I didn't get that recent because that's like a Tinder reference, and I was never really on Tinder. And so like I was like, Netflix and chill, what does that mean? And then I knew that about a few months before we started that class, and I'm like, oh, I can see why he wouldn't have known it as a married guy. But
well, YouTube like that's why I like the YouTube and chill like back reference. That made me laugh.
Yeah. No, that's good. I really appreciate that you guys came out, and it's I'm definitely me and a couple of the people were talking about doing some more. We're going to be doing definitely a lot more open mics. I think on Monday, June 4th coming up, we're going to go to Sally O'Brien's in Somerville, a few of us, and do it. It's a big place to do open mics. So yeah, throughout the summer, I really want to get some more under my belt. So I'm going to be doing that. Hopefully, maybe there's somewhere in like Worcester I can come out that way a little closer and do one or something.
Yeah, that'll be great. And yeah, I mean, as these dates pop up, we'll be posting those on our Twitter and Facebook pages, so you guys will get a little more notice. Come out and check out Mike.
Yeah. It's we don't just talk about it; we actually do these things. So
yeah. So now, for those who weren't there, so what inspired you to get to talk to have your material be about what it was? So you talked about the red line, about
yes.
The red line.
So the first week it was like bringing a topic that you're passionate about, whether it's like anger, a lot of things to talk about is like something that you find weird, something you find scary, something you find that you just mad that makes you, and so mine was like, all right, let's just do the red line. And then my other thing was like, it was weird. The next week I talked about my roommates and that situation, and that one killed. And I was going to strictly stick to that because a lot of people were just doing one topic, but a couple of people were like, you need to bring back the red line stuff. I personally felt that the roommate stuff was stronger. But like I have more like observational comedy I've done before, like talking about being legally blind and eye doctors and stuff. Like I have more stuff, but that's why I said I think it was good to kind of stretch out and kind of do those like impressions and that last joke I did was kind of inspired by Tuki. She's like, I think I want you to end it like a little raunchy. I'm like, all right, we'll do it. So it was kind of good for me to try different things, and see which ones did good. Oh, so that's what I wanted to mention too. Like, you guys find this with music, like you were talking about recording in the studio, like, or like when you guys are performing, like when I said something that I was just setting up a joke, and everybody like started laughing, and I was like, oh, you like that? You know what I mean? Like it wasn't part of the joke. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Have you ever done something where like people are like, oh, I really like that, and you're like, oh, interesting.
Yeah, well, I've like not written, but I've played parts that I didn't put a lot of thought into doing, and then it worked. So and I've also had ideas that I thought were genius that ended up falling flat. So you're right.
You know what I mean? Like you don't expect it. Like one of the things I said was, so I live with a married couple. They're really weird. It must have been the way I said it. It got like a huge laugh, and I was like, oh wow, I was just setting it up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Well, it's also I think in that case it's like so I live with a married couple. There's a lot of possibilities that can come from that. So they're kind of like
yeah, I think
oh god, here it comes.
yeah, exactly. I think I was setting them up, and they were like, oh boy, yeah, but yeah, it's just. I didn't know if it's the same thing for music. You go on stage and people come up to you like, "Oh, I really like that song." You're like, "Oh, I thought it sucked" or whatever. You know what I mean? Or people like, "I like this song." You know. It's just you never know what the audience is going to react to sometimes. I guess.
Yeah.
And I think that's something that music and comedy.
Like something than being,
What'd you say?
I'd rather somebody like specifically point out I didn't care for that song than being different about it and just like not acknowledge it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'd rather get a reaction, whether it's a cheer or a boo, than nothing.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I agree. And I guess that's a good thing about comedy. You know something's hit if you hear the laugh. You know what I mean? Like if you don't, then you're like, all right, well, that's cutting out, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I had a great time, and I really appreciate that guys came out. And it just when I do stuff like that, and my friends are there, it totally motivates me to start to keep doing more and more. It's just all the fuel I need. You know what I mean?
Nice. Yeah, it was fun to go out to Boston. We went to this place called the All Star Pizza Bar beforehand for some.
How was it?
Amazing.
I never ate there. Good.
That pizza was so good.
There's a sandwich. There's the place All Star Sandwich Bar next door. It's kind of a long story, but I had a thing where I used to we'd go to Cambridge for Hell Night at a restaurant nearby.
Oh yeah.
East Coast Grill. And every time we'd walk past the place, and I'd say like it's called like I'd say it, but I'd say it weird. I'd be like, "All Star Sandwich Bar." And
That's probably the correct way of saying it. You know, All Star Sandwich. Yeah,
All
that's
Star Sandwich Bar.
yeah,
Like you're trying to hype up the place. But
exactly.
yeah, it's kind of like one of those like you had to be there kind of things with me.
No, it's I got it. It's a
Yeah.
Boston place too.
Yep.
So yeah, what anything else? Any trips or anything else? Anything coming up this summer? You guys want to talk about quickly?
Yes, I'm going in 2.5 weeks now. I'm going to Acadia National Park for a week up in Bar Harbor, Maine, where I will be
Oh, that's nice up there.
hiking mountains every day and bicycling alongside the carriage roads, which were the just big network of roads throughout the park done by Nelson Rockefeller. And checking out the night scene at Bar Harbor during the evening, where they have all sorts of good restaurants and a nice path along the ocean you can walk. Do some sea kayaking. Go on, check out one of the beaches in Maine, and
That's
spend
nice up
time
there.
with nature to remind me of all that's real.
That's in a week like that.
I do.
I probably might be making a trip up to Portland, Maine, probably later this summer to kind of do the same thing, but more or less do it in Portland where it's easier to get around.
Oh, cool.
So yeah, probably doing something similar.
Nice. I will not be going to Maine this summer.
Okay. Glad we cleared that up.
Yeah, just wanted to clear that up because both of you
Are you
guys
going-
are going, so I wanted to clear that I'm not.
Are you traveling at all?
I'm not sure. I
just got my passport, so I should. I thought
I've got
you
my
did have
passport
something
for
on
a
the
few
horizon.
years. So
Alex, I thought you were going somewhere, possibly. No.
not that I can think of.
No. Okay. And we do have our 2 concerts this summer that we've
Yep.
kind of been talking about. You 2
Yes.
coming up in less than a month.
And the Smashing Pumpkins in
Yep.
July.
End of July. Very.
How's that tour been going? Did they all like?
They haven't started. Oh wait, the U2 or the Smashing Pumpkins one?
Well, Smashing Pumpkins, but
Smashing Pumpkins tour hasn't started yet. They've done rehearsals.
I thought that starts in June.
Yeah, I think it either starts in June or the end of. I'm pretty sure it starts the end of June. They're going to drop a single called Solara in. Well, I
Oh,
don't
that's such a Billy Corgan name.
know.
William
Continue.
Patrick.
Continue.
Yeah, it's. I know that they've shot a video for it, and they've like Q101 or K Rock. One of the stations has heard it, but it hasn't been released yet. So I'm guessing within a couple weeks we'll be hearing something about Solara, the new Smashing Pumpkins song. So they recorded 8 songs with Rick Rubin as to hopefully get like a single out for the tour, and he ended up liking all of them. So they're going to release 2 4-song EPs, I think, throughout the next few months to help promote the tour.
All right.
Yeah,
I'm looking forward to that one.
Yep, and U2 has started the tour. They've been playing interesting set lists so far, kind of a mixture of deep cuts and some of the staples, and a lot of the this past current album, the Songs of Experience, what you'd expect, but will be
Nice. It's anything new in anyone's playlist too? Before we forget.
plenty. A lot of stuff released recently. So for me, the Ray LaMontagne released an album last Friday called "Part of the Light." If you were a diehard podcast listener, if you're out there, you know that my favorite album of 2016 was "Aurora Boreas" by Ray LaMontagne, and this one's really good. I'm not sure if it measures up to the heights of that one, but it's very solid. I definitely recommend it. It's kind of a similar Pink Floydian type of vibe to it.
Interesting.
Yep. So we got Ray LaMontagne. I just picked this. Well, this one just came out. The new Snow Patrol. The album's called Wildness. Their first album in 7 years. And
I heard part of that album. That was really good.
Yeah. So the single that they have is called "Don't Give In." It's I probably talked about it on previous podcasts, but
you did, and I was amazed that Courtney Cox is getting engaged to one of them.
Yeah, Johnny McDade, who's he's a keyboard / guitar player. He's also he writes for like Ed Sheeran, I think Taylor Swift too. But it's kind of got an indie sound to similar indie sound as the past, but there's no big. At least, I mean, I've only listened to it the whole way through once. I'm not sure if there's going to be like a big Chasing Cars type single, but it's progression.
I didn't think so either, but the single that they originally released actually grew on me.
Yeah, and so it's a progression of the they've been gone for 7 years, and this is a progression forward. Polarizing
right.
Some of you guys, but Dave Matthews Band has released a song called "Samurai Cop" because they have an album coming out.
Silence from me and Alex. No,
well,
I had to mute it. I was throwing up when he said Dave Matthews.
well, they have an album coming out in a couple weeks called "Come Tomorrow." And who else? John Mayer released another. If Dave Matthews didn't do it, John Mayer would. But this song's actually pretty catchy. He has a song called "New Light."
He just made a music video for that. He posted that earlier.
Yeah.
He used one of those like '90s like video places and made a music video in one of those places.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Cool. Yeah, so
it's pretty funny.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it's an album coming out because he's also working with the Grateful Dead on the Dead and Company tour. But actually, I think he's. I'm not sure if that's an album coming out, but I know that he just released a new single. So Snow Patrol, Dave Matthews, Ray LaMontagne.
All the usual suspects from you. Sounds like.
Yeah. I'm like an indie alternative guy. No. And Alice in Chains have a new song.
Yep.
No.
How is it? I haven't heard any of the new Alice.
It's pretty cool.
Yep.
I'll have to check that out. All right.
Yep. Tentatively, the album's scheduled to drop in August, but there's no other information about it. But
they're one of the bands that still keeps an air of mystery when they're putting out music.
You gotta.
And Guns N' Roses released a new single, although it's not technically
really.
cool. It's from the It's a song called "Shadow of Your Love." It was recorded in the Appetite for Destruction sessions.
Mm-hmm.
They were releasing this big Appetite for Destruction box set, and they just took out this old song, remixed it, and it sounds kick ass.
Nice. Well, to keep on my same theme this season, I'll give you another country one, and maybe next season I'll switch it up a little bit.
Okay.
I'm loving the new. Do you guys know who Sam Hunt is?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
so that's one you do
Yes.
know. Okay. I like his style. I like the way I like his sound. I like the way he performs. He's got a new song called "Downtown's Dead." It's pretty good. It's a good one.
Cool.
And I'm trying to think. I heard some new rock recently, but I can't think of what it is. So I'm just gonna go with my
Godsmack?
country. No, it's good.
Mm. Oh, it's not bad. I'm not into them as much as I used to be, but I'm trying to think of like big rock bands that released something recently.
Yeah. Yeah, but mostly
Godsmack,
just.
Benjamin.
Oh, Breaking Benjamin. Yeah. Actually, yeah.
That new album was good.
Yeah, I like that new stuff from them.
Yeah.
Alex, how about you?
I've been listening to
Alex Lopez.
like Evan. Well, yeah, I have to do that for the album process. But like Evan, I've been lilistening to Ray LaMontagne,
I got to give her a shot. I probably haven't
and
really
Alice
given
in
her a shot.
Chains. The new single is fantastic. I also been listening to the new Shinedown that came out a few weeks ago, and also the new Seven Dust. All I See Is War. It's pretty good. And then I've been checking out The Roots, Bob Marley, The Grateful Dead.
Whoa!
So
You're
you
actually
a
checking
hippie?
for Bob Marley?
Yeah, there's a
I
couple of
thought
good
you were big on
songs
reggae.
that
You
someone
were big on reggae.
someone recommended, and I'm like, oh, that's well, yeah, but that's reggae. It's not like Sublime of like white guy reggae.
Hey. Yeah, I guess.
Well, no, you know
It's
what I
not-
mean. Come on,
It's just called Sublime.
it's called crap.
We'll pick this up next season.
Yes, and then I kind of went back and listened to the Traveling Wilburys because
The Traveling Wilburys.
yeah.
What are they? What style is that?
It was a super group in the late '80s, early '90s that had Roy Orbison, Tom Petty, Bob Dylan, George Harrison, Jeff Lynne from ELO.
I think I heard of it, but I didn't know the name. So I
So
think
3
I've
months
heard
from
of it.
now, Alex will trade in all of his black T-shirts for tie-dye shirts.
Yeah. So I went country, and Alex is going reggae. All right.
I've gone country before too, and you know this, so.
Yeah, but I think you quickly turned around though and ran back.
No, I still listen to certain country acts. I still like Keith Urban. I don't like New Dierks Bentley because it's just too
Beachy.
it's too cliche.
All right. Well, it's been a fun season, and I guess we'll check back into the summer, right?
Right.
Absolutely.
As promised,
Oh yes.
we'll do a little teaser. So, Alex,
Should we go out with that? Should we drown out with that?
Yeah. What song you wanted to? We'll play a tape. So, Alex, what song do you want to give him a teaser of?
Should we give them a teaser of the chorus of Adder's End? By the way, Mike, you remember the first song I ever wrote?
The name of it? No, but if you told me, I would remember.
You'll hear it on this podcast because we're gonna do the chorus. We're gonna do a partial chorus of Adder's End.
All right. So
we'll see you guys next time, and we'll go out with some Alex.
That sounds good to me.
good. Peace out.
Peace.
And for last time, this is Alex.
This is Mike.
And this is Eddie.
Have a great summer, guys.
Take care.